We are back and we're going three wide once again as we continue our series where we are grading every single NFL draft using only College Football 25 ratings. Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis, one great user. Gentlemen, today we close out the AFC North and we take a look at the Baltimore Ravens, who sure did have a lot of picks in this draft. But at the end of the day, Ty, you're talking about one of the best teams in the NFL. They don't need a whole lot. This was a lot of supplementary pieces. It'll be interesting to see if they actually got better and are a team that we could be looking at as a Super Bowl contender once again.
Yeah, and they always do a pretty good job of filling needs, finding value. The GM DaCosta used to be Ozzie Newsome. You got John Harbaugh there. Like, they do a good job, usually on the defensive side, finding these guys at linebacker, at DB to fill the spots. Now, how will it translate here when we look at College Football 25? From what I see so far, not so great. Of course, we'll get into it here and find out.
Oh, we start off in the first round pick, 27 overall. They take Malachi Stark. Now, user, this was a guy very good at the University of Georgia. I think some people were surprised that Stark fell so far in the draft. And the Baltimore Ravens said, that's fine by us. We'll take him. 6'1", 205 safety, the top rated safety in College Football 25. And when you look, first thing you notice, user, look at all those platinum abilities. Platinum house call, hammer, wrap up, and aftershock. From a game perspective, Malachi Starks is an absolute dog, and not just because he went to Georgia.
Yeah, and I love this pick for the Ravens. I feel like he was still to get him at the bottom of the first round, because I thought he was going to go like, in the at least the lowest around 20. To get him at 27, like you said, he's a steal. And you look at the abilities that he has, man. It's platinum everything. He has a few gold abilities. And you look up, he has house call. That's one of the best abilities on the defense right there. And let me tell you, the Ravens got a steal. And the question is, I already know, how is he going to translate when he gets upgraded to Madden? I feel like he's going to be one of those guys, the safety that you're going to remember, like the Minkah Fitzpatricks.
Yeah, I mean,
you're the highest rated in Madden.
He's got to be, right? And you, especially from a rookie perspective. And Ty, you talk about a guy who can do it all. 90 zone coverage, already really good. You add in the 94 hit power. You're somebody who can play in the box. Ty, users mentioned the Minkah Fitzpatrick. That's a very Minkah Fitzpatrick. And then you add in 96 jumping. Physically, this guy's a freak.
Absolute freak. You can put him at free safety, as strong safety. I've used Georgia a bunch playing this game, and let me tell you, I forced some fumbles. This guy lays the wood back there at safety, an absolute stud. I think this is obviously their best pick in the draft. It's going to get a little bit mid as we get to the middle rounds, but man, like you just said, he's going to be one of the highest rated on Madden for rookies for sure.
A good start. Now, Ty, you mentioned that the Baltimore Ravens are very much a defensive-oriented team, and they go defense once again. Head out to the MAC. We are Marshall. It is Mike Green. Led the nation in sacks. Are you surprised to see the nation's leader in sacks sitting there with absolutely nothing in the form of abilities?
Yeah. User, what's up with this? No abilities?
User, you made this guy, right? Like, you worked for the game.
Whoa. We have to kind of take that up with somebody named K Spade. Y'all might not know who that is, but just look around, do a little research, a little Google, a little chat GBT. I don't know why this guy does not have any abilities. As you can see, he's a top 8 defensive end right here. Yep. Led the nation in sacks, 0 abilities. That's a great steal to get him in round 2. And I think that's why they got him in round 2, because somebody didn't have any abilities on him. And you know these guys, these organizations, the GMs, they're over here looking at college football, figuring out who to draft. And it's like, well, you know what? He doesn't have no abilities. Well, guess we'll take him second round. But this guy's a stud. I don't know why he doesn't have any abilities, but he should at least have platinum quick jump. But not even a gold quick jump, silver, shame.
Ty, 95 finesse move, 93 excel, and 85 speed, 6'4", 248, little undersized. Might be more of that outside linebacker, but seems like he's got the physicals.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 93 excel. And then you talked about it. We thought maybe he just finesse. He's a little bit undersized, 248, you got 95 finesse, but 93 power move too. So he's a little bit undersized, but you can still play him at the defensive end because he has that nice power move. I mean, this guy's a stud. No idea in the world how he doesn't have any abilities.
And he hits all the thresholds. He hits all the thresholds for quick jump, but does not have abilities. I mean, sometimes, you just go up under the radar. You never know.
We go to the third round, pick 91. They go offense to help out Lamar Jackson. They get a run blocker, a big 6'6", 315 out of LSU, Emory Jones Jr. Spent time at right tackle protecting Garrett Nussmeier in that LSU offense. User, this guy, no shortage of abilities. And he's got kind of everything going on. Platinum headstrong. He's got gold option shield, which option shield, you would sit there and go for most teams. I mean, who cares about option shield in the NFL? I'll be honest with you. Baltimore Ravens might be one of the teams that care about option shield.
Absolutely, because those are this offense is going to be perfect for him. You know, Baltimore is an RPO style of offense, and you look at the abilities. And yes, he might not have the overall rating, but if you look at this guy's frame, 6'6", 315, and then you look at the stack of abilities that he has a Swiss Army knife. He can do it all. And you understand he has that platinum headstrong. You need to be platinum headstrong to step into the NFL, especially when you're going to be protecting Lamar Jackson.
I mean, you look at a guy, 88 pass block, 86 run block. The blocking stats aren't going to blow you away, but the 92 impact and 90 lead block as that kick out tackle. This is somebody, though, that Ty, I think a lot of people talk about could slide to guard and be more of that pulling guard for this team, especially at 6'6", 315.
I agree. And based on the physical abilities we see there, strong grip, ground and pound, inside shield, second level, those are to me all run blocking guard type ability. So I think he's going to insert in the inside of that Ravens offensive line. We saw in his college career, he did get snaps at guard as well, primarily at right tackle, play a little bit at left tackle. So he has good versatility. And John Harbaugh and the Ravens love that on their offense.
Fourth round, Ty, you know what it's time for? It's time for a good old linebacker. Now, listen, we are not out here talking bad about any linebacker. We're not talking bad about any linebackers. We are. We play the game of Madden. We play the game of college football, and in general, linebackers just tend to not be the players that we're using a lot. We get Teddy Buchanan out of Cal, and I don't know how much there's to say about him, TD, because he's already look at him. He's already shaking his head. 88 overall, 81 speed, 85 excel, no abilities, 6'2", 235 middle linebacker. Ty, go ahead and yell about this pick.
81 speed. Come on. When we play the game, we need speed. And there is no speed. I'm sick of all these slow linebackers that are getting drafted in the second, third, fourth round. No, this does not work. And when you're relating to college football. Now, though, on the one thing I will say is the Baltimore Ravens are known for drafting linebackers and turn them into studs. You look at Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, Ray Lewis back in the day. They've been doing this for years. They can maybe turn him into a stud, but based on the video game, this is way too slow to see my field. User, I know this is too slow to see your field.
Listen, we're talking about the speed all day. 81 speed, it's better than the 79 speed we saw before. But he ain't got no abilities. So what is he bringing to the table? No abilities, no speed. I'm going to tell you what he's bringing to the table. Nothing, because he's not going to be on my field.
Here's what's crazy. They gave him 80 jump in the game. Did you know that this man had the highest vertical leap of any linebacker at the combine? 40-inch vertical leap. So a little bit of disrespect.
Bad for my man Teddy Buchanan. This is disrespectful.
Teddy. Speaking of,
I can't wait to see how that's going to compare. I cannot wait to see these ratings when Madden drops and we run this season.
We're going to have to do a little series. We're going to have to look back at some of these players and see how they get rated. Fifth round, they go with Carson Vincent, offensive tackle out of Alabama A&M. Not in the game of college football, so I don't know if that hurts them or not, User. User, we got to get some HBCUs. We got to get some of these Division I AA, the FCS schools into the game. Come on.
This is out of control. Alabama, A&M not in the game. First of all, no HBCUs in the game. You already know, man, Aggie Pride, HBCU over here. You feel me? This is absurd. College 26, I don't want to hear no excuses. It better be HBCUs in the building, man.
We go. I need Users. Ty and I took a little look at this. I think User was doing some other things. User, I need your initial look at this one. Round 6, pick 178. It's Bilal Kone, the cornerback out of Western Michigan. Shout out to the MAC and the Broncos. Might be the worst player that we have seen so far. Listen, we got a lot of teams to go to, but User, take a look.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Kirkpatrick. You remember the cornerback from Alabama?
Drake Kirkpatrick?
6'2". Drake Kirkpatrick. You know what I'm saying? His speed wasn't too top heavy, 88 speed, 6'2". No abilities. I don't understand. And when you see a guy in Western Michigan, he got drafted in round 6, you're wondering how was he able to get on somebody's draft board, because it sure wasn't by college football, but he does have that frame. And something about it, it's rare that you do see guys with that big frame, 6'2", and transfer to be real good cornerbacks. You have anomalies like Antonio Cromartie. Sauce been doing good. He's 6'1", but that's 6'2" and up. We know height in Madden is king, but right here we see no abilities. And he's a senior too. So
Ty, he's being nice about this.
What happened to the user that I knew that would slander people and say how he feels. This is our fourth team. This is the worst pick I've seen so far. 82 overall. 88 speed. This is absolute
User's getting
right here.
Too nice in his old age.
This is one of those situations where you're kind of given, like, say you get Western Michigan like a dynasty. You don't really want them. You're kind of given this team, and you got no speed at corner. This is one of those situations. I'm putting this guy. I'm changing his position to safety. Maybe even putting him at linebacker. Like, this guy doesn't see my field unless I change his position. This
is crazy. The vibrations is crazy right now.
Special teams do matter, and in round 6. They finally, they're like the first team to have, they hadn't taken a kicker, I think, ever in the NFL draft. And then, the first time in their 30-year history, they take a kicker, and they take Tyler Loop. Listen, there's only 2 things we can point out about this user. Number 1, he's got no abilities. Listen, these guys above him got abilities, but he's got no abilities. Tyler Loop out of Arizona. But I think the important thing, and we're going to scroll over in for the first time, I think, in this series, we're actually going to take a look at the kick power rating, and this is important. He's got 99 kick power. He's got
don't get me wrong. I was very upset that they let go of Justin Tucker. I understand he had a lot of stuff going on.
He got the Deshaun Watson playbook, you know.
Yeah. He
I don't know why we got to bring that up.
But you see this guy Tyler Loop. It's a lot of pressure. He doesn't have any abilities, but he has the one thing that matters: kick power. Yep. So can he be accurate? We'll see. We'll see what type of abilities he'll be able to develop over his course of his career.
They had a lot of 6th-round picks, I would like to point out. Now at number 203, they go to the home of Coach Prime. They go to Colorado, and they pick up a wide receiver. The second-best wide receiver, by the way, on this team, based on College Football 25, it is LeJontay Wester. Ty, he's got silver shifty, 91 short run, 88 mid run, 86 deep route running. So not too bad. You look at the physicals, 94 agility, 93 speed, 94 excel. Kind of a burner at 5'11", 167. Definitely not bringing size to this core, but here's my question. With the Ravens, you've already got Zay Flowers, a not particularly big, speedy wide receiver. Where does LeJontay Wester fit in?
Yeah, I don't know where he fits in. This is not a bad little value pick late in the draft based on the game. Like you said, I'm not sure where he fits in real life when you got Zay Flowers and you got some of those smaller receivers in there, but good speed, has that shifty ability, which we love in this video game. I really feel like the Ravens, they started this draft strong. It got a little mid, but I think they picked up here in some of these later picks, and then we'll get into some of the undrafted as well, which are really good. But I think this is a nice little value pick here. Undersized, but good speed, and he can maybe find his way on the field with Lamar.
7 picks later, user. They're back on the board. They got 6th-round picks for days. They go defensive tackle, and they head out to Blacksburg, the home of Enter Sandman, and they pick up Aeneas Peebles. Now, first of all, top-notch name. Love the name. Can't wait for a user to mess it up and cause us to get canceled. Second of all, 89 overall, gold duress, bronze takedown, silver pocket disruptor, 6'1", 290. Definitely in that 4-3 scheme. Plays more of that defensive tackle versus 3-4 DT. But you talk about kind of a nice value here in the 6th round.
Absolutely. To get an 89 overall, I mean, Aeneas Peebles is off the hook, man. You can see, you look at his abilities right there. And to get him in the 6th round, oh, yeah, man, that's a steal for him. I mean, he doesn't have anything gold or something that stands out, but you can tell by his overall, he knows how to play the game. He's somebody you put in the system, and he's going to be solid for the Ravens.
I mean, talk about somebody who can first of all, help that Ravens run defense a little bit with that 86 block shed. But you look at this 95 power move TD. This is more of a Dexter Lawrence look pass rusher. And you talk about somebody, he had the fastest time to pressure among defensive tackles at 2.44 seconds. So he was quick at getting to the quarterback, and that's why he has that gold duress.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, I think they had some great value picks here at the end of the draft. And I just got to say, like, this might be in the Hall of Fame of names when it comes to football.
Aeneas Peebles.
As user calls them, Pebbles. But
shout out to Pebbles. Shout out to Flintstones. We love it. We love it. We head to Piscataway, New Jersey's the Warriors of the Raritan. Shout out to Rutgers. We're going up to Rutgers, and in the 6th round, once again, just 2 picks later, they were up again, and they pick up a cornerback in Robert Longerbeam. TD, He's got no abilities in 82 overall, but at least this guy's got 92 speed.
92 speed, another elite name. Robert Longerbeam. I mean, that's a pretty cool name. 92
undersized.
Speed, a little bit, not the greatest size you want. Good speed, good acceleration, it looks like, though. Let's check out these man coverage and zone coverage abilities. This is what's critical here. So,
he's going to be in the blender.
Press is bad.
69 press?
Yeah,
dude, I think User has 69 press. And we close things out. Offensive line, once again, you could see the game plan from the Baltimore Ravens. They go to the offensive line. They get another LSU offensive lineman. Interesting. 2 LSU offensive linemen. They go and get Garrett Dellinger, offensive guard from the Tigers. And User for Dellinger, I mean, you're talking about a guy, he's got a couple abilities, gold pocket shield, nice. I mean, I don't know if Lamar Jackson knows where the pocket is. He's always outside of the pocket with that sort of athleticism, but 6'5", 322, 89 overall in the 7th round. This feels like an actual value pick.
That is a nice value pick. And what I love that he has gold pocket shield. Like you said, might not actually ever be used for Lamar Jackson, but it is definitely a good value pick in the 7th round.
91 pass block and 81 run block.
More like a left tackle than a left guard. We saw earlier with Emory Jones, who was listed as a tackle. I'd put him at guard. I'd put Dellinger out there at tackle. But I never have an issue when you draft a couple SEC offensive linemen. I feel like that always pans out pretty decent.
Let's quickly touch on the undrafted, because this is a team, TD, that actually not just got some value, but some pure steals in their undrafteds. Starting off at middle linebacker, they end up getting the top middle linebacker in the game at Jay Higgins out of Iowa. I mean, and look at User.
Exactly.
User can't believe it.
You can't understate this. The best linebacker in the game, User. The best linebacker in the game goes undrafted.
What's going on out there? The best linebacker in the game did not get drafted?
Unbelievable.
I mean,
crazy.
Look at
platinum. He's got platinum blow up. He's got platinum wrap up. He's got gold grip breaker. I mean, look at 82 speed. I know Ty is going to ramble on about how linebackers with no speed, but you talk about 6'2", 232. Let's take a look at his pass rush stats, because as a middle linebacker, when you've got blow up and wrap up, that means you do have some ability to get home. 98 tackle, 88 hit power, 85 block shed, 95 pursuit and play rec. A pure steal, User.
Absolutely, man. You look at those abilities. I mean, you know, to be honest, Shedeur has nothing to complain about. You feel me? At least his name was called. This is crazy. Best linebacker in the game, doesn't even get picked. You know, your family, everyone's playing the game. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, no problem. He's probably going 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd, 4th. Okay, is the phone going to ring? This is crazy. But his abilities are phenomenal.
They also go and pick up a cornerback out of the Ohio State University. It is Davison Igbinosun, 6'2", 193. Ty, you don't see too many corners with quick jump as their ability.
No, you don't. He's a good guy. He's a guy you want to put on a slot blitz, maybe get that quick jump off the line. I think he can be a viable asset here. I know you know him a lot better from the OH.
H-O!
H-O-I-O!
So I think he could be viable here. He had a good career in college, you know, for the national champion Ohio State Buckeyes. So we'll see how the Ravens use him.
90, 85, 84 man and zone, so you definitely have some balance there. An interesting draft. Before we give out our grades, as always, we got to take a look at the daily fantasy side of things. TD, tough for the Ravens because not a lot of skill players out there. So who benefited the most? Who do you have your eye on from a DFS perspective for the Ravens this year, considering who they drafted?
It's got to be that Baltimore Ravens DST. I think they're going to be one of the best in the league. They are usually every single year. You always want to draft them in season-long. DFS, they're a little bit expensive every week, but if you can pay up, they're a good team. And they just added value to the defense throughout. Secondary, defensive line. The best linebacker in the game goes undrafted to them, so be able to stop the run with him. So I think the defense is the asset here that you want to look at.
Yeah, and as always, like with all those offensive linemen, keep your eye on Lamar Jackson. Keep your eye on those running backs. Derrick Henry, who's going to benefit from this? Boys, let's give out a grade. It's been all over the place for the AFC North. We've had an A, we've had a C, we've had a D, and there's an argument that it might have been an F. Ty, I'll start with you. Where do you put this Baltimore Ravens draft?
Yeah, you know, it started off pretty good with Starks and Green based on the game. I think it, tailed off pretty mid. Then I like some of the undrafted guys, some of the late round value picks. I'm going to go C- here for the Ravens.
Okay.
So on par with what the Cincinnati Bengals did.
Yeah, I'm leaning
a little worse because I think the Bengals we gave a C plus. So this draft just one step down.
I was going to give them a C. I was going to give them a C because I liked it too. I liked the free agents that they draft. I like their first 2 rounders. I feel like they got four solid players. The rest of the guys are going to have to prove. I gave them a C.
Yeah, I feel like C is kind of the right, like, dead C, not a C plus, not a C minus. C, they've got some good picks here. I think some good fits. They obviously drafted defense. It's a lot of guys that are going to contribute, I think. And you could have some late round steals. I honestly think without those 2 undrafteds, you're getting very close C minus for this draft. But this feels like a C draft. It's solid. I don't think it is better than the Bengals. I think it is right on par with them, maybe just a little bit below. Bengals also benefited from that undrafted class, getting Seth McLaughlin. So this feels like a C, but it would be interesting from a college football perspective. They definitely get dinged because it's a lot of guys with no abilities. They got some slow guys. It's on the edge of C minus for me, but they get saved from not just Jay Higgins, but Malachi Starks is really good, and I feel like a steal. And they had some late round steals that were better. So we're going to put them at C, and we continue on. New divisions coming up. Guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let us know who you want to see next as we work our way through these NFL drafts. Keep on going.